about ChatGPT. Where are you living? Because this is the most powerful technology that I have ever seen in my entire life, and it is unbelievably amazing. And if you're not using ChatGPT, you need to get with the program, literally. Here's the thing, right? Let me list just some of the things that it can do. You can ask it general questions. You can translate from one text to another. You can summarize long articles. You can ask for help with math problems. You can ask for information about historical events, write creative stories. You can analyze or interpret data. It also knows how to debug code, okay? It can write essays or reports. It can literally give you step-by-step instructions on different things. It can generate rap songs. It can do all of these crazy things, right? ChatGPT is unbelievably, probably like the most, it's arguably the best technology that's out right now. It literally went viral in a matter of a day or so, like something like that. I don't know the exact numbers, but it went viral a lot faster than pretty much everything else that has come out before it, right? And the reason that is because of how amazing and responsive this artificial intelligence is. Now, in the engineering community, one thing that everyone is talking about is, oh, well, it's going to cause problems. We're going to lose our jobs. And this is everyone, right? But here's the thing, right? This happens every time we move forward, right? As the guy Ray Kurzweil would say, when he talks about the singularity and technology having exponential growth, I really believe that having artificial intelligence mixed with all the other, technology that we've had in the past is really going to allow things to take off. Then you have the concept of quantum computing and all these other things that are coming in the, very near future, which I believe, it may or may not happen, but I believe it's going to happen soon. And when you combine that type of power with ChatGPT, that's already amazing by itself right now, okay, in 2023, it's just going to take our lives to the next level, right? Just like anything else in the past when we had machinery, where there were factories and the robots came along to help build the cars, to help build different appliances and products that we have that we're using commercially now and things that we're using in our homes, right? There was a panic back then. I wasn't living during that time, but when I had conversations with my grandfather when he was living, he also said that, people were afraid, we're going to lose jobs now. But those people had to learn how to use the robots in the factories. And this happens every time technology advances. So what does this mean for everybody else? Well, one thing I would definitely say to anyone is that, you want to be the person who's going to learn how to use this technology for your benefit in your business to somehow generate income or make your business better. If not that, you need to be the person who's helping to create more artificial intelligence, right? Because things don't stay the same forever. Prime example, I used to pay a content writer to help me come up with different ideas and things like that, right? But now you don't actually have to hire a content writer anymore. If you say, for instance, you want to talk about, extinct dinosaurs, right? You can literally ask ChatGPT and you can be very specific about this. You can say in 1,000 words or less, tell me why dinosaurs went extinct, right? And it's going to spit something out for you. And it's going to be very clear and concise. And it may even give you dates and certain details of different information or whatever. But this is unbelievable, right? So with that said, we all have to pivot. And when you're uncomfortable, that's when you're going to grow as a person. This is making a lot of people uncomfortable. I even seen something on Valuetainment where Patrick Bet-David, yeah, that's how you say his name. Patrick Bet-David had made a post about some principal at a school. This guy is super angry. He sends out this blast email, right, to all the children at the school, and says, like, if they're caught using Chat GPT, there's going to be serious consequences, because now these kids at the school are using Chat GPT to actually write their papers, their essays, all kinds of stuff like that. You can put math problems in this thing. It can write code. It's unbelievable. And the schools are getting angry about it. But what can you do? Technology is everywhere. All of these kids have tablets. All of these kids have laptops. All of these kids have smartphones, smart watches. What can you do? I remember when we weren't even allowed to have beepers in the schools, okay? If you had a beeper in the 90s, a pager, AKA pager, okay? If you had a pager in the school, that was a problem. Everybody looked at you and they said, okay, you're not a drug dealer, you're not a doctor or something like that or whatever. They would take your pager. It was just shunned upon for a kid to even have something where someone was able to communicate with them remotely like that, using some type of communication, telecommunications. Then came along the prepaid cell phones and the analog phones, the StarTACs and all that kind of stuff, and the Nokia phones. And then, you would see some people who had those. I even had one. I remember you had to buy a prepaid card for it and charged $1 a minute, right? Those were not allowed in the schools. Now the children are allowed to bring their phones to school. They just have to keep it on do not disturb or maybe even shut it off. I don't know what the complete rules are, but I know all the kids are allowed to take their phones to school. They all have laptops. Schools are even issuing laptops to the students. So it's like, how do you get away? You can't get away from the advancement of technology. It's just here to stay. And what can you do about it? Now, my question is what are the schools going to do about the curriculum now? Okay. Is it even going to be worth them having a class where you actually have a class where you're having some type of, English class where you're writing and things like that. Now, I get it. Like, yes, you do need to learn how to write. Everybody needs to learn how to write properly, speak properly, put things down, have the correct grammar, use things in the right context and everything like that. But to grade you on the depth that you're able to write in might even change, right? There's going to be a lot of things that change. I mean, they even have artificial intelligence now that's even creating artwork, okay? So even with, like, the company's name is OpenAI, right? They still haven't gone public, and then we got to talk about that too, right? But they even have a section where you can put something in and you describe something, and then it just spits out this little picture, right? Which is also amazing. What does that mean for artists? What does that mean for visual arts? What does this mean for a lot of things? Now, let's talk about the fact that, there's a guy, I believe his name is Sam. I don't remember his last name, but the guy name is Sam, and him and our guy Elon Musk are the ones who actually came up with Chat GPT. And you never bet against Elon Musk. Elon Musk is on top of everything. Then you have to think about the fact that that Microsoft is even thinking about getting into the game here. They're saying that they're going to go ahead and they want like, what is it? I think it's 49% of the company. And they've already, if I'm not mistaken, they've already received $1 billion in funding from Microsoft, right? So when they've already invested that seed money into this company, I knew something was going on, right? So this could possibly change everything overnight. Google has always been the primary search engine for such a long time, and now Google may actually take a backseat to Microsoft. I don't know anyone who likes using Microsoft's, what's it called, Bing. I don't know anyone who likes to use that search. But now that Microsoft is actually, putting some type of interest into this thing on a major scale, this is going to change things for Microsoft. They're talking about putting this artificial intelligence into many of their products, like Microsoft Word and all kinds of stuff like that, that's going to be a game changer. And who would have ever believed that this one move of artificial intelligence could possibly put a company as large as Google in danger overnight? And what I'm trying to think is I don't know how they missed the boat on something like this, right? That's unbelievable. I mean, how are you in the tech community and how do you miss this? I'm not sure. I would have offered them double. I would have done something. I would have had my hand in it. But I found the guy's name. His name is Sam Altman. Okay, so everybody knows who Elon is. We don't even have to say his last name anymore, Elon Musk. But everybody knows Elon. This guy's name is Sam Altman. And if I'm not mistaken, this company now has already, just because of the popularity, right? It's already being valued right now at $20 billion. Unbelievable. So you have the open AI, which, has Chat GPT, and then the other program where I was speaking about earlier, where owned by the same company, where you can actually input, what you wanted. Like, say, for instance, you say, I want a picture of a duck wearing tennis shoes and, a high top fade, right? It will actually generate an artificially intelligent art piece for you, right? And that's called Dolly. And right now the version that they have out is Dolly 2. That's unbelievable. So where is this all going to go? I'm wondering what you all think about this. What are your plans? What industries are you in? How could this possibly affect you? What is this going to do for people even in the stock market, right? What happens when this thing gets so smart that it's able to pick the right stocks? Do we even have a market? Will we even be allowed to invest because the average person will have access to this extremely powerful artificial intelligence that somehow could possibly even be able to predict, how the stock is going to move tomorrow, and with amazing accuracy? Would it even be fair to have your day trading account or anything like that, right? Would it be fair to even have it? So Elon Musk has always said that, artificial intelligence is possibly, it could become dangerous very quickly because it's going to advance, right? And what happens when you use artificial intelligence to advance artificial intelligence? And it kind of, the whole saying of iron sharpens iron, right? So we're in for a wild ride, and I'm actually very anxious to see where this goes. I'm anxious to see where this is going to go, more importantly, in things that really matter in the world. Like how will artificial intelligence help us cure diseases? How will it help us to cure viruses? How will it, what's going to be the impact to the entire medical industry? What's going to be the impact to research and development for certain things when this takes off? What's going to happen when it finds out how to stop us from aging and things like that, right? Cellular degeneration. What's going to happen? Who knows? But all I can say is that the future is looking very interesting. But right now, what I would encourage everyone to do is to keep evolving. Never stop bettering yourself. Don't be afraid of the artificial intelligence. Think about the good that it can do, because it's not going to go away. Now that it's here and everyone is become addicted to this thing, the Chat GPT site has gone down several times because the servers are just being overloaded with requests. It's actually here to stay. And now that Microsoft is going to put a stake in there, that might be the company to watch. Microsoft is someone to watch. Elon is always someone to watch. Sam Altman is the new kid on the block, and is about to take off. Okay. So remember those names. Let me know what you guys think. Again, it's Wayne, NerdCEOs, and thank you for listening to the podcast. I'm out.